Sean Stewart says, Red Lashlee is a very good and creative offensive coordinator. Miami's O-line is the problem. Lack of a true number one receiver doesn't help.
I mean, okay. All factors that are true.
Okay. Andrew Prickett. Love the possibility of Lashlee staying at Miami a long time. Met Major, can this be done with Blake Baker? Okay, I'll get to that video. Thank you. Great work, Mark. Okay, thank you. Adrian, 72, Rhett needs to run the football out of different formations at times, to your point, instead of just the read option all the time.
I mean, it's just a diversity of run concepts, It's just we're going to this zone read a lot. And look, it's a different scenario if D'Eriq King keeps the ball a little bit more. And obviously he can run. Obviously he can scramble. I mean, duh. But I would like to see that be something more. And yeah, I think that D'Eriq King has missed some reads as well. So maybe that's a little bit on him as well. But yeah, we need to see some more of that.
Hurricane Speed, Mark. I have to give it up for the research. You really opened up my eyes as to what we've got. Curveball, very interesting video, Mark. Wants a Blake Baker as well. Okay, 52 Big G. Them numbers still not good enough. Fire Coach Lashlee.
The numbers aren't good enough, but I'm not at the firing point because I would like to see consistency over time because I think that's how true development happens. And we're really in you can call it year 0, year 1, or whatever, but we're at the inception of a major philosophical change. And yes, we have the talent to be successful in some places, but we still have to have the demonstrated skill and technique. And I would like to see consistency with that for another season or two to see where this can go. Because it's still even with the successes that we've seen, this is the infancy of the spread offense at Miami.
The Canes blog. He needs to do a better job disguising running plays and trying different things.
I mean, I think that's more of just diversity of run concepts. If you're going to run more draws, if you're going to do that. Again, I talked about it with Clemson because I would love to do something like it where you, fake roll one way and then the running back steps with you like you're going to run this way, and then it's a cutback. It's a counter the other way. And Travis Etienne, that's the play that he hit us for the touchdown on. They ran it a few times. Maybe they do some other things as opposed to just, if you're an old, Nintendo fan like me, it's the original Tecmo Bowl. You're just running up an A in the run game every single time. You're the Miami Dolphins in that team, in that game that had one run play and 3 passing plays. So anytime that you run it, it's going to be that option. And it feels a lot like that in the run game. And I mean, I would love to see, we have athletic guys at offensive line. Why can we not run some QB power read, or inverted veer option? You know what I mean? Why can we not do some of those things? What Cam Newton did where the running back goes flat parallel to the line of scrimmage and you stretch that out. And if you get the edge, you let him go. And if the gap opens, so it's the inverted veer. So the veer is, you run it up the middle. If you have that in the middle, you give it. If you don't, then you pull it out. The inverted is you're reading the exterior, so you're running outside, and then you pull it up inside. If you think of any of the major plays that Cam Newton ran at Auburn, the ones where he kept the ball, and there was a running back going, they ran inverted veer. Why can't we not run some inverted veer? Why can we not have speed option? Why can't we not have that little quick pitch toss that Clemson ran? Why can't we not? There's so many things in the run game that you can do. It doesn't have to be 34 dive. It doesn't have to be inside zone read with a mandatory give to the running back with no real tag for the quarterback to keep it. It doesn't have to be that. There's other things we can do in the run game. And I think that comment is just part and parcel of that.
There's going to be an ACC championship game and or a bowl game, so we're basically halfway through the season at 6 games. Offense, defense, one player who has surprised you, whether that be in a positive way or negative way, if anybody?
Bubba Bolden on defense, because he's that guy. He's for me, he's the defensive MVP for this halfway mark of the season. Has the heart that you want. He plays really well. He's already 2 times the ACC Defensive Back of the Week. Just 21 on defense is that dude. And again, he's not perfect. Yeah, he struggled in one-on-one coverage, or struggles at times. Obviously, put one-on-one against Tutu Atwell. That was a mismatch just from its inception. That should have never happened. That should have not been something that they called or designed. And Louisville took advantage of that, because Tutu Atwell is one of the best and fastest wide receivers that you're going to find, and that just doesn't fit what Bubba Bolden does well. But he does a lot of things really well, and I'm really excited by the leap forward he's taken. On the offensive side of the ball, I would just have to say that all the wide receivers on the negative side up until this last week, because there's too much talent in that room to perform the way that we've been performing from the receiver position. I know that there have been passing yards that have been put up, but when you take out the tight end position with Brevin Jordan, who I'm a little disappointed in because he just keeps getting dinged up. He keeps being injured and missing time. But you take him out, you take Will Mallory out, you take the running backs out of the scenario. It's threadbare what the receivers were doing. This is Miami. We can go and find receivers anywhere. And to find or to have receivers that are performing to the level that we've seen for the majority of the season is just frankly unacceptable.